Maverick 100.9, Aggieland's country alternative. It's Corliss, and I am so glad to finally introduce you to our newest Aggieland artist, Miss Taylor Dunn. How are you, girl?
I'm good, Corliss. Thank you so much for having me. I'm really excited to be talking with you today.
Well, I'm really excited that you spoke up and let me know that you were an Aggieland artist. So a little backstory. I just met Taylor at the awards show last weekend, and we were talking about her music and stuff like that. And you currently live in Dallas, right?
Yes, that is correct.
All right. But yeah, she mentioned, she's like, yeah, I graduated from A&M. And I'm like, why have you not gotten a hold of me? What is this?
Well, it's funny because one of my friends had mentioned to me, the Maverick station, they feature an Aggie artist. You need to figure out who that is and introduce yourself at the event. And so I had my eyes set on you, Corliss. I will admit. I was I have to meet her.
Is that my stalker? I love that. I never have stalkers.
Yeah, I'm sure that doesn't make me sound very good, but it's relatable. I can't lie. I wanted to make sure I met you, and look, here I am. So
yeah. And I'm so excited to finally debut this single that you have called Homesick When I'm Home. Surely you're not talking about Aggieland, are you?
I should have given a shout out to Aggieland because you know what? I think so fondly of my memories there. But no, the song itself is just about this mix between feeling like you are a part of either two towns, like I referenced in the song, or maybe just two times in your life. It's really a separation of San Antonio, where I grew up. My family all still lives there. So there's parts of me I feel like that are always, there in that space. Whereas in Dallas, it's really been my adult life, and, a lot of my friends are here, and it's more of a hustle and bustle. And so it's just that mix between feeling homesick, even when I'm technically at home. I just feel drawn to both of the times in my life. So
I don't think I've ever related to something more because I'm actually from Kansas.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I know. A lot of people don't normally believe that, but I am. And so everybody I love, with the exception of my boyfriend and all the people that I made friends with here when I moved here, everybody I love is back home in Kansas. But my home is Texas.
Right. And see, I have talked to people, and I feel like they have experienced that feeling just like yourself. So, and that's why I love the song. I'm hoping that it's well received by people just thinking about their own lives. And like I said, even if you're living in the same town that you grew up in, you're still living in a different life when you're an adult versus when you grow up. So there's still that homesick feeling that you can feel sometimes. And especially for you, if your family's out of state.
Yeah.
I feel like a baby being homesick when I can at least drive home.
Well, that's all right. You gave me a new theme song, and I like it. So we're going to debut it to everybody here for the very first time on Maverick 100.9. This is Taylor Dunn and Homesick When I'm Home.
But a dream to move. My hands are reaching in both directions. They never tell you it'll be like this. You don't always know where that shoe fits. I thought the greener grass would be obvious, but I'm just homesick when I'm home, whether it's Dallas or San Antonio. I'm missing a life that made me grow. In the back of my mind, Sunday suppers and family ties, but when I'm there, I miss it here. mouth, I fit them both. I miss the roots, but I crave the growth. 1 foot on the avenue, 1 on the back road. I'm always homesick when I'm home, whether it's Dallas or San Antonio. I'm missing a life that made me grow, or the one I used to know. And I keep driving up and down 35 each time I change my mind, searching for something that I'm afraid that I'll never find. So city bars or South Texas stars, which will it be
Maverick 100.9, you heard it here first from our newest Aggieland artist, Taylor Dunn. That was Homesick When I'm Home. You can go download and stream that anywhere. I've got Taylor on with me now. So I know that before we met, you had actually heard of me and you had heard of Maverick and the whole Aggieland artist thing. So did anybody warn you that, like, I literally adopt musicians?
You know, I would not say that's a warning. I think that is like a heads up in a positive way, which I'm like, go ahead. Like, I'm happy to be here.
That's what I do. Once you become an Aggieland artist, I am now officially your mom.
No, I love that. And you know what? I think people that aren't Aggies, you know, I feel like we stick to our group of people. We support each other. I feel like that's always helped me. I mean, look at how we met, and it's like an instant connection. So I love that about the Aggies, and I'm so glad I went to college there so that I have that going forward, you know?
That's very true. I couldn't agree with you more. That's why I had said earlier, you know, even though I hail from Kansas, Aggieland is my home, and there's nobody, including myself, that could ever deny that.
Yeah, well, and I'm sure they accepted you with open arms. So we're happy to take on anybody new.
They did, because they're the most wonderful people on earth. See, it's all coming together.
Absolutely.
Well, I'm so glad that we did meet. And I guess my question to you, my final question is, you know, you got your Aggie degree back in 2015, and now you live in Dallas. So as a musician, are you using that Aggie education?
Yes. No, I definitely am. I mean, the way you run this sort of, you know, being an artist, I'm looking at it from a business. And, you know, I'm trying to make sure that I'm networking just like I have in my corporate job. And, you know, I've been graduated for about almost 6 years, which is crazy to think about. But I've definitely used it. And I think the way that I'm going forward and things like this, it's just thinking of it as a business. I've got to make sure I've got all my ducks in a row and I'm able to track progress each week. So, yeah, I'd say so.
Well, thank goodness for Texas A&M.
That's right.
Well, and thank you, Taylor, for joining our Aggieland Artist family and for debuting your brand new single here on Maverick.
I'm so thrilled to have done so, and thank you, Corliss, for having me. Hopefully I can make it up there in person soon.